While fear is the beginning of our relationship to God, grace takes it to another level. While fear is the beginning of our relationship to God, grace takes it to another level. Yes, Proverbs 9:10 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And here's the sad part. Many of you are still there. When it comes to your relationship to God, all you are is afraid of Him. All you do is fear Him. And yes, fear is the beginning, but notice what Hebrews 4:16 describes. It shows us what grace can do. Hebrews 4:16 says this, so let us boldly approach God's throne of grace. Then we will receive mercy, and we will find grace to help us when we need it. Now that picture there, by the way, of that verse, is the picture of a child running to their beloved father. That picture is a child bursting into the room where their father is and running up to him and jumping in his lap. And you're saying, Randy, can I become a child of God? Absolutely. Galatians 4:6 says, because you are God's children, God has sent the Spirit of His Son into us to call out, Abba. Underline that word, Abba, Father. You're saying, Randy, what in the world is Abba? Is that a group from the 70s? No, Abba literally means daddy. Do you hear that? Grace takes us from being a child of the devil, turns us into a child of God. Grace makes God our daddy. And because of God's amazing grace, David could say in Psalm 42:1, as the deer longs for streams of water, so I long for you, O God. You're saying, but Randy, David was a man after God's whole heart. What you might not remember is that David was a lousy father. David cheated on his wife. David murdered one of his friends. And yet because of God's grace, understanding and experiencing God's grace, it caused him to long for God.